a day. That is all. I will, for the people currently not in the world who I won't be initially guiding, I will screenshot a really shitty little tour of where to go to get to the portal bit. Is there any burning questions? Or am I good to shut the wall down? If we can get everyone moving.
Burning question. Why are you yes?
No.
Good answer.
Cool. Cool.
Their anger is very clear.
I would say have fun, but I don't know, you guys are fucking traumatized at this point.
Like, my hand
Have
stopped
fun.
working, then my leg stopped working. I don't think it did. I just got a critical error, and then, like, you know, it does that thing where, like, your screen freezes, but you're still here, so you're like, holy fuck!
Oh no.
Like, vomit inducing.
Oh wait, I need to put on my blood.
Hi, stream. Hello. I'm a little tired. I had the weirdest dream. And I feel like it made me even more tired when I woke up. Just this dream was exhausting. But we're doing a short faded session. That's why this is a 0.5.
Awesome.
Also, I don't know if.
Can you say that again? I wasn't listening.
I told Tapper to ask you about it to spectate. I don't know if they sent a group request at all yet. Or whatever.
March most likely. So,
I said that's fine.
I messaged them. I'm very pleased with stuff.
Ma'am? Alright, that doesn't seem fair.
Either I can have them do that, or I can just.
pretty
There's
the German button.
They can join.
Das ist eine German.
That's still so cool. What the fuck? I hate you.
What?
I don't mean it.
She hates me.
Oh man.
Thank you. But that was mean.
Don't sell yourself short, Tay.
No, it's just like, I feel so lucky that I get to see Mel. That's all. I think it's neat. Everyone's so creative.
What is wrong with you?
Thanks.
You have a thing for broken faces, don't you?
Perhaps.
There's like Servira, Sev,
The wrecking crew.
I need to
Eleanor.
stop this horrible habit of habitually turning my mirror
This wasn't planned.
and lagging the hell out of myself.
And
Stooges go
the Rosewood one.
Now that I can do that without lagging myself, I
Her face is weird too.
That's true, yeah.
Are you gonna be?
You like weird faces.
I do like
What
weird
about Morticia?
faces.
Does she have a weird face?
No, her face is normal.
Are you gonna be up, or are you gonna like keep leaving?
even that Ophelia's face is weird.
I haven't been getting a full night's rest.
That's true.
Okay, well, if somehow you do, or if you just wake up later in the night, and you're like in the VC or whatever, I'd appreciate some help on getting some model stuff done for me. That I need help with to
So
figure
you
out.
and Astro both need help. Okay, if my head doesn't
If you have
hurt too
time.
much,
Yeah.
if I'm not dead on the ground, or like sleepy, Yeah.
Because I'm my hands on
I think
the.
everybody's
Do, do,
qualified as
do,
a-
Don't you do it.
We're doing that a very long time.
Why are you so mean to me today?
I'm kind of
I'm
very
not.
good at it.
You're not. Kind of.
I could be mean.
3 sessions. I was just
Don't make me slide. I hate you messages under your door.
Oh, that's mean.
I'll go back. I'll revert.
Don't.
Do you hear it? Do I sound deeper? Yay.
Yep.
I tried to. I was like, how am I gonna be? I had no idea. I didn't even get to think about it.
Something different. I sound like a
Are you gonna be depressed?
voice later.
I'm already am.
I have a certain.
At my home place.
It can't get any worse than this.
I have a little trouble seeing.
Yeah, like RP pretending it's dark, but you can actually still see. Like, it is kind of nice to
Also,
literally.
Tay, thank you
acknowledge
for
the
the
darkness. Shit
information.
should
I
be
needed
dark.
that for Rosewood.
Exactly.
I was mentally panicking over the fact of, oh fuck, I joined too many.
I mean, it's
Oh yeah, no, for sure. If you sign up for the lottery, there's a chance you'll be like drawn, so you go. But if you just don't want to do it that week, just don't sign up.
Woo.
Okay.
How many are you signed into?
6.
6.
By God.
Oh my God.
I can't say
You're
much
not any
less,
better.
and I look over
I'm
the
not.
fact I
Yeah,
over
I'm
here.
not any better.
The Mask from the hit movie The Mask starring Jim Carrey.
Okay, Mr. Carey.
Oh my god, Jim Carrey.
Click on this NPC shit. Everyone's fine to see this. Supporting us. This is some pretty
Keep
cool
calling
shit.
Cranston can
I need to turn on my music.
Yes, it's all
Osraum.
Keep calm and Earth were kind of spear.
It's the throne room. That's where you guys were. It will take you to the portal that you took after going through the fucking labyrinth.
Oh, I forgot to turn the music on.
You go in, have fun,
No, I don't
do your
Just
thing.
turn down your world audio.
Yeah.
Alright, let me put on.
Alright. My arm's broken. So Hi!
Where's General Q's armies?
Up his sleeveys! I don't know where to go, man.
I think that we're picking up roughly where we left off.
Okay. Hi guys. Let me do smooth cam for you. Steady cam. Her arm is like totally broken. From Ramiel. Who snapped it? Oh. I forgot about the motion blur. That's why I didn't do Steadicam. I remember. No Steadicam, sorry. I don't like the motion blur on my stream just cuz I think it makes watching it hard. But yeah. I don't know if we're allowed to be in character or what.
Hey God, I don't think I. Oh wait, there's no here.
Picking up not long after we left off, and then there will be a time skip between this session and the start of the next season or arc. I assume that we've started, so I'm probably just gonna monologue until whatever. Yeah, it seems like we've started. You'd think it strange that despite being a corpse, you can still feel everything. Maybe not in the ways of the living, but pain, pressure. It's all still there. Perhaps that is the work of necromancy. Bringing what once was dead back to the waking. My heart pumps not with blood. Not anymore. And yet, Githdan will sustain me. And that even though I am that of a corpse, my skin was healthier than this before, no? He did a number on me. But it still reaches my fingertips. Means that I still have enough of his power to make it work again. Oh, Taylor, no. And him. Of the Dark Lord's kin. I'd argue should not seek refuge within our party of bandits, misfits, royalty. Too easy to trust. Yet his motives seem hidden. I don't trust it. Yet he may prove useful, should he not lead us into a trap. I guess if this world is to burn, then should it not burn by the Dark Lord's hands? I wonder who it'll be. I wonder who will be the one to watch everything crumble again. Could it be you, Kestan? Whom I have sold my soul to, so that you may be king. You'd watch mortal light the flame, start the pyre. Would you watch the kingdom I have granted you burn once more? Or would you save it from the clutches of the living? High demon, what would you do? I have my place with you. What do you do with what once was my kingdom? I should not be mindful of. Such is the deal. And should I fail, perhaps I will cease to exist. At least it would be better than living in a world full of rot and monsters and the corrupt. At least in a world of anarchy, no one's reign has final say. Odd coming from a queen, isn't it? They stood there a moment ago. Oh. I see. At least she is on her feet. I don't need to replace you. I quite like keeping my limbs. I guess I can't be too picky.
If you're just going to stand there, alright, good. Oh. Hey! Can you even see? Okay, you can see me. What are you doing here?
He cannot speak. I'm not sure why, but I do know that he's a companion of Jack's.
Oh, right, it's that one. I forgot. The darkness has made you look different.
You need to get my title. Being the mostly defaulted. Best thing we can do right now is probably get any treasure out of this trove.
Can't tell if that's a person or not.
Where's the corpse?
It would be a good idea. Fair enough.
Where did she go off to? I wonder. I can't tell what's real and what's not. Oh, she was up the stairs.
Spell or something.
With the monitor to necromancer, I will use his blood to place a blood room onto the ground, so that way we may use a blood portal in the future.
Well, that's handy, I suppose.
I figured this may be a good spot. If we were
I doubt I would ever like to come back here.
This is all we have for now. Until we find something better.
Trouble with the Dark Lord? Yeah, good place isn't it to run to.
I've realized that I've never spoken a word to you, and I apologize for that. I hope you're doing well.
It's not like I've ever returned the favor. But I appreciate it.
I
I
understand.
hope you are also doing well after the battle.
We're all alive. We're all well. That's all that matters.
I suppose.
What is your name?
Elinore.
I never realized that you are an undead. What kind?
What do you mean?
You were under its influence, were you not?
Yes.
That spell that the necromancer has casted can only affect undead, vampires included. Are you not aware that you're an undead?
No, I am well aware. I just wasn't sure what you meant by what type.
There's some kinds. Ghouls, vampires. There are several. Handful.
I can assure you I am no vampire.
Preserve this current life you have well. Undead tend to not have the second chance of life. Being undead is the second chance. Do what you can with that life you have. And I promise, once the Erebus has been rebuilt, there will be a place for you to call home.
Perhaps we should discuss in private sometime, but I am not comfortable speaking about certain things here. However, there may be things you would like insight to. as would I like insight on you.
Yeah, I understand.
Hmm. The sanction won't go unappreciated.
Funny little prince.
Odd. I wonder what this purpose is.
To be honest, I should probably stick around you in case a certain someone hears about your origin.
Hmm. It will spread like wildfire. I would not be surprised if his throat was slit in his sleep by someone not me. As far as I'm aware, not everyone took kindly to his origins.
What, like, part of your group? I suppose for now I am. Given current circumstances.
Thank you, Scara. Thank you for the. Oh my goodness, 12 months, 1 year. Damn. Thank you, thank you.
I can suppose it's many rocks usually don't. Not as far as I know.
mother.
It's fine.
That stupid prince used to smash it again, didn't he?
Despite being fighting all of us, I suppose they handled it quite well.
You good?
I'm fine.
Looks like we'll need to get you a new mask.
Hmm. Perhaps. You are well.
I am. And you?
You've asked me this.
Well, I'm asking if you are actually well. Anyone can say that they are, but your eyes say otherwise. Or
I can assure you that beneath the mask it has always been as such.
Suppose I recently fully
I am fine.
Where'd you get the wings?
A corpse.
at least
Found a good corpse.
I try.
Good job then.
did the trials for the proper order.
Let's see.
See that flow stick to it. And what about you? Did you go through a trial at some point, or were you just made?
You can say we have that in common.
But then how do you come? Some of those with power. Your management stuff. I've
to perish, what would happen to yourself? What would it be?
No.
Something might happen to you. Well, not to review such into detail later. Find out in verbatim exactly how this was conducted from the history of it as well. Of course, I don't want to find that. It will be necessary. I might be taught them the degree of insight.
That was so eepy.
Should I fail? It's my own demons. No, it's not ridiculous. Okay. I feel like this conversation came to an end. Is there something you need?
Yes, I want to ask. A while ago, a long time ago, all the citizens of my kingdom are given the opportunity, a chance, come back from the dead, if they choose, if they consent. I'd like to give that off to you both. Should you both ever perish,
No,
I can pick you all from the dead.
I don't wish to be bound to my magic. Let me die.
I understand. That's perfectly
I'm
fine.
afraid that it may not be entirely possible. I think there are certain outcomes in our research that will be such that might, well, gather my soul, as it were, would be unretrievable. I cannot say certain. I will consider the offer, but I am not certain.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Such is the process we go.
Indeed. If you two ever perish, I pray that your death will be a relief. That you both may rest in peace.
It will not be.
Of course.
Your Highness, I would ask one thing actually. How familiar are you with other forms of undead? Vampire.
My mind is not the same as it was before. I can only guess just some of it. I do not know if what I remember is all of it or some of it is missing. Such is the prize for coming back from the dead. Only in my case.
Just in case.
Do not worry. Me coming back from the dead as an elder lich, it has a heavy, heavy price. Come back again.
I might wish to speak to you regarding certain things later, as that's in research that might benefit the undead or something. I will let you know.
Who brings the way back your way? Does that feel like harm?
No, it depends on how recent your death is. If you die, and moments after, if you've been dead for only for moments, everything about you will remain intact. But the longer you stay dead, the more you
How are you faring? All things considered.
I can stand. So I think I'm okay. Yourself?
Good. Rather drained. I'm not in the best condition, but luckily for the assistance of our healers, I'm standing as much as one may. I feel awful, but I'm trying to hide it. I kind of hate it when people take pity on me.
I think I can understand that.
Of course.
Hopefully we aren't here much longer. And perhaps when we get somewhere safer, people can get treated more thoroughly.
I hope so. A moment of respite.
Yes.
From living here would be nice. I wish to thank you, by the way, for the offer you made in your bid to assist me earlier. I was in and out, but did not go unnoticed. So you have my appreciation.
Of course. If they can be put to better use, then so be it. I don't need them.
I understand all too well.
Might I ask where you come from?
Sure. Corvain. It's a small town, part of a larger province, tucked away in the mountains. There it's been ruled over by the Elstaff family of witches and warlocks for quite some time.
I see.
Just a small part of the ruling council that belonged to the duchy there.
And of its state now? Is that the same?
Not quite, no.
Hmm.
As far as I know, most of it is buried beneath stone. Not much of a reason to return.
Stone?
Townsfolk perished, the witch is gone. Yes. Much of the mountain brought down upon it.
I had guessed as much.
Yes.
I'm sorry if you've lost anyone. My condolences.
I did, yes. Thank you. I perhaps didn't make the best decisions afterwards.
What?
This is how I found myself here.
I was going to ask why tag along our little party.
Promises. Not so much made, but passed on to me.
Intriguing.
It's a thing that's difficult to put to words. At least not in a way that doesn't seem rather terrible, I suppose.
Well,
I will
should
not lie,
you...
I have other motives as well.
Motives?
Yes, personal ones.
I think we all do,
Tied to the
at
same.
least.
I imagine everyone does, yes. It's hard to go after things like this and just do it out of altruism or desire to see the world change for the better. Usually there's a little something else, a little spark driving something, I imagine. I'm sure you have your own.
Of course. At least you are honest. Whether that be good or bad
I try
motive.
to be. I hope it's good.
You hope.
I hope so.
You don't know.
I was under the impression, given what the others had said, that you not often found reason to speak.
For most of our travel, I refused. And I suspect once we leave this place, I will go back to such desire.
I see. I, for one, think you're rather pleasant to talk to, so if you ever find yourself stricken by the desire, wish to have a bit of conversation, I'd be glad to indulge.
Perhaps I will take you up on that offer. In the same vein, should you find that you want to attempt to explain this promise you say is difficult to, I'd be happy to listen. I'd like to think I'm at least rather good at that, even though I don't speak.
Sometimes that's the very best listener. I can think of a way to put it. I would absolutely like to have that conversation at some point.
Sure.
I think it would be good for some to know that my position puts me in a little bit of difficulty at times. But despite that, our goals very much remain the same. And I very much wish to see them through, despite what complications that may have here or there.
Do what you must.
Yes. You as well, of course. I think I'm going to make a bold decision and check in on one of the compatriots. I suspect they don't exactly wish to speak in that.
Well, good luck.
At least not to myself. Thank you. Again, thanks for your generosity and regard and sacrifice. You have a good heart. Or at least comes across as such.
I am flattered, I suppose. Although, I can't say that I feel very much emotionally, but I see that you are all allies.
Good. Well, I'll bid you peace then, and see if I can resolve some of this business.
That's so cool, man. Should I see that they stray too far, I will move again. While the threat is gone, I do find unease sitting here alone. There were eyes scattering the walls. On our way here, we destroyed as many as we could, although I suspect that there are some out of reach. Had I been able to fly, then maybe I could have fixed that. curious what she means by her promise, one passed down to her. Perhaps a pact, some kind of magic or an item, a promise passed down by family. If it was forced upon her, perhaps, but if this is a promise she truly does wish to pursue, and it isn't, then I suppose that is always an option. But complications. I do wonder what her true motive is.
I don't know. I want to know how it was that you broke free. What did you feel? What did you do?
Let me pose a question first. What do you remember? Did anyone call out to you? While we were within its grasp? Memory is what brought me back. Though difficult. I had almost slipped back in. Like a tether. But a thin one at that. I wouldn't say it was easy by any means. Grasping hard enough to cut the palms of my hands, perhaps.
If you don't mind my prying, what kind of memory?
A memory of the past. A memory of a sliver of who I was before I died. Something about one of our allies.
say that you were lucky. That would be patronizing. But at the very least, perhaps you are strong-willed. Because despite the begging, I couldn't stop. But I remember seeing you. You stood there and you watched on. And I remember wondering how. How did you manage that? And why couldn't I?
Perhaps there were other powers at play. How are you holding?
I will heal. It will be slow, and it will be painful, but I will heal.
So long as by the end of it you are still on your feet.
I doubt this will be the worst of it. I cannot stand after this, and I shouldn't be here. This group, these people have a purpose. They don't need people slowing them down. I would sooner leave. At the very least, I would simply die. Do you know what it is that library contains?
No,
Any good reads?
I have not been up there.
Very well.
I don't think it's willpower. I believe maybe Gaston had something to do with it. Maybe. If not for the memory. How many people in control of one body before it splits in two? I do wonder. Janie's having problems with her model, I think. Before session, she was invisible while the rest of us could see her. And vice versa. I hope everyone's good. Hello? Hello? Holy. I'll probably end up leaving the session a little early. Well, we only have like, what, 30 minutes left? That's fine. 5 minutes? I don't know how long this is supposed to be. 1 to 2 hour long session. Yeah, we only have like 30 minutes left. I'll just stick around. EP. Maybe I should make coffee after this. Maybe. Maybe I'll have some later. I do need to do some model work. I want to film, but my models I want to film with aren't ready yet. I've been working on the season 2 it doesn't really do much. Roxanne model. I don't think I should do that. I think he has his helmet off. I'm gonna keep the mirror off. I don't want to spoil myself. I just wanted to make sure my full body was okay. Probably gonna be a pretty quiet end of session. Only 2 people could make it today. And it was to be expected. This is like a wrap up from last session. I think I said this at the beginning, but I'm going to say it again. But like, yeah, I don't know. Meow. He booking it, man. I wonder what he's doing. I think I am gonna skedaddle. Maybe back to spawn. Perhaps. Actually, I'm gonna see what other people are doing. Oh, there's a bunch of people up there.
would
Some sort of
stay
safety.
stray caution on going to his kingdom. Thinking about it logically, with what we had to fight today, who knows what his kingdom would be like? There might be thousands angry
I
at
wish to repeat
his
the point.
fallen king.
Likely. I wish to repeat the point that while most of them probably are, we don't guarantee that. It may be a risk, but if anything, just leave him out in front of the gate, while some of us else explore. We don't need him by our side at all times, do we?
No.
Oh, well,
But if
They
any
might
of
also
us get too
celebrate his
close, then there
return.
might be another sorcerer.
those who remained in his kingdom, possibly fiercely loyal, 300 years of waiting. We bring him back, maybe he'll be celebrated. We brought in as heroes, we get to relax for a bit, actually figure something out with what's left of a castle, likely not much.
There's a hope to
I mean-
that. But stay cautious. Luck's never on our side.
I think it would be good to give Lucille and Raina some peace of mind to see what they did in the
You remember,
Fair
They didn't
point.
travel here. To them, it's only been somewhat a month since they lost the kingdom. I understand what it'd be like to have these kids. A sense of finale for life.
He must be accompanied alone then. He enters first, and he returns back to us. That is the only way I believe that would be smart.
I could follow along.
We don't want all of us to walk right up there and then get ourselves killed.
Anyone's not gonna be seen following him just in case shit goes down, it'll be me.
Yes,
From a
well.
distance. Make sure he doesn't get fucking jumped by a bunch of undead bastards.
It might be smart for you to stay back. I'm certain they might
Aye.
remember who you are.
No, you are correct. They might actually do that. Maybe getting a mask first would be the best decision.
You can assess the situation with Peter. Have Lucille
I
and
don't
you
think he'd want to
scope
wear
it out,
mine.
see what it's like. Determine what further to do once you've arrived.
Looks to me. Feel like I'm gonna be recognized. Considering the people we've somehow surrounded ourselves with, I'm a ripe old age at 27, basically newborn to these people, so.
Fair enough.
This simple face that recognizes me. Plus the mask. You know.
While the rest of us stay back, you scout with him and see if there's anything of danger. Sounds like a good plan.
Rain would likely want to
Looks
follow
to me.
us too, though. She was the blacksmith of Lucille's wife.
It's true. She has connections. Might be worth bringing both of them back. If we start bringing back people, as actual, subjects to come alongside, might sway the people if they are angry to maybe not lash out so quickly. He's bringing back his kingdom to its former
As long as you
glory.
stay in the
Everyone
shadows.
celebrate. Yeah, I will be seen. I'll just sit and watch.
And if you like to think about it this way, these people were extremely powerful at the times. I mean, they had magic to take themselves through time. If there's any artifacts or remnants of this kingdom, it could certainly come of use to us.
Magic is not going to
Worth the
help us
trouble, I
with
reckon, though.
everything.
Trust me, I would like to stay magicless and other similar things throughout this entire journey. But we are fighting more than us to fight the gods themselves through the exploitation of the fundamentals and of magicness. So we're not going to make it through this if we try to stick to pure power. This is not something we can achieve.
Fair. But I want to know more about that sword.
Why do you care for my sword?
Listen, if the Dark Lord is upset with it, then maybe
The Dark Lord has nothing to do with it. It's just a
It's the
sword
same
that I
thing.
picked up.
It's the thing that was prophesized, right?
No, the man that
sword.
wielded it.
wielded it were prophesized, not the sword itself. Even then, this sword itself is quite mediocre. He doesn't even let me swing it proper.
Maybe because it knows that you're evil. At least you've done evil deeds.
Yes, that's the only reason why. And I guess magically inclined, enchanted? Probably light, I
Yes,
imagine.
that's very little that we can figure out. I'm not familiar with the exact properties of it. Haven't ever really spent my time trying to research it.
The evil Dark Lord saying blade, probably like
the
magic.
Dark Lord. Something that might be useful.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but a simple blade, a simple piece of iron isn't going to make him fear. Not even the prophecy that held it made him afraid. And may I remind you of the ending of that, how that prophecy went?
Still, we have something more than just trying to find a fucking tree.
I do find it funny that we didn't actually discuss what we're going to do. We just had to explain the entire goal again. So, I think that prim and proper, our main goal should be trying to... Other than people that we need to work alongside. Items as well? Does anyone despite that?
Any idea where we'd look to get him?
I have one for a specific piece of a puzzle, but I don't know if that would be a good idea to immediately come towards. We may need to gain our strength first.
Maybe. It's kind of why I want to head to that, Dead Man's Kingdom. If it was as great as he said it was, and it was all beautiful and powerful, then maybe there's some shit we can steal.
Probably. I wouldn't put beyond it. Maybe the Lord, the Dark Lord, picked some of it up, but he wouldn't have picked up every single piece.
No. Can imagine he did. Sure we'll find some use in that.
Actually, I think I would have been aware if he did. I didn't keep an eye on the spoils after a certain point.
Well, then we have at least something.
Continues. You find a fucking complete map. Plus look at a fuck ton of holes in it.
Look through the books. That's all we can do.
Winged One, I didn't get your name. What happened to the other part of your mask? Do you know where it is?
Shattered.
Completely so. A shame. Trying to scatter around in the meat pit up there as well, and in the library. There's nothing here. I don't know why we have to be walking in circles. Or at least that's what the group wishes for it to be.
You mean here?
Yes. While we're waiting, we might as well try and do something proper, like gather some arms at that. Actually, maybe try and scavenge something off the bodies. That may be good.
Seeing as there is plenty of them, perhaps that is not a
I
terrible
meant the
idea.
ones that we were fighting, but probably not those ones. Those ones are just...
No, I'm not talking about whatever that is.
Yes.
So why tag along?
Simple as you all are the best bet. Do you know how often it is that a Dark Paladin is defeated?
No.
After 300 years, only one was ever defeated to my knowledge. The one that your group did.
Hmm.
So, if I were to ever join a group that is trying to overthrow someone, I'd wish for that group to be the one to actually do something, rather than ponder around some area and try and get themselves killed and then succeed in doing it.
I see. I guess you would be smart for believing as such, then.
Yet you sound disappointed.
I can't say I trust you.
As tinge.
But that shouldn't come as any surprise.
On and all, I'd be more surprised if you did.
Does anyone?
To that I can't say. I haven't spoken or asked. Do you trust me? Do you trust the son of the Dark Lord? Oh, do you trust the person that suspected you all to come here and was waiting to actually be on your side? Honestly, if you all trusted me right away, I wouldn't be here still. I would have left because you all would have been fools.
Again, smart thinking. Do you not fear for someone to hold a blade to your throat?
It has happened multiple times already, not with this group, but if I were to fear that, then I wouldn't be able to leave my room.
I think someday someone will prove you wrong.
About what?
Not being afraid.
Possibly. Until that day, I'll be dreadfully waiting.
Oh. So you'll expect it then?
The best way to phrase it is, I've been expecting it. With having to deal with my father being who he is, I've been expecting someone to either go after me to get to him or some other sorts of that. It's only a matter of time until someone fully goes through with it.
Very well.
It happened once. It was a disappointing attempt at that, though. Then again, there's a few reasons as to why I have some of the abilities that I have. To avoid things like that, sneak away whenever I don't wish to deal with some brute trying to break down my door, or simply hold him in place and burn him slowly dash.
You mean magic? Or do you mean something else?
Indeed. Magic, yes. If I had anything beyond magic, I think I'd be well more acquainted with the world, more abilities, more confident with myself facing half the party, if that's a egotistical thing to say.
Perhaps. So then what's your plan when he's gone?
Make sure to bury him and burn him in the darkest reaches possible so that he may never claw out. So that someone else can't revive him as their own tool. And let him rest where he deserves. And then afterwards, depending on the results of the group, either I assist further, trying to make sure things that can rebuild can, or we continue however seen fit. or what agreement we would have made at the point. I have no plans for whenever that happens. I know that one of the members here are older than even me, and remembers things that I barely remember because of my birth being the marker for it happening. Maybe revert it back to all the way back then, or maybe we just leave it as is.
This
Time can
world
only
is
tell.
suffering. I would say if we left it as is, then perhaps everyone in it would die anyway.
Leave it as is was more towards the kingdom that they kept on talking about, how Prior Law was before my father.
Right. Well.
Probably try to improve the realm. If we didn't, then we might as well just die with it, wouldn't we not?
If our efforts would be futile.
Indeed.
I suspect it will fall to anarchy.
Immediately so. And that's another reason why I say that's an intelligent way to try and place ourselves in power, however possible. With me being here, we have a rightful heir, so that allows that panic in Prior Law to be put to the side. Along with that, we also have the rightful ruler of this land. Whether it be for the other nations, we can figure that out as time goes.
So you're saying you'd take the throne?
Take the throne if allowed.
Good luck.
As I stated already to the other elf, I'm more than willing to give them back the elven territory while I take my mother's territory.
I see.
Is there a reason to that?
Perhaps we can discuss on it some other time.
But of course. I did have a feeling that we have all but time as we try to do whatever next.
Right.
Are they all sitting at the table, or where is it on us? I swear, they all scattered like flies.
There were some up by the library if they're not all at the table. Mother. I wonder how many mothers, how many queens have gone through since my departure.
So if one does step out of line, they can be held back.
Fair point. But even if the little prince himself doesn't know, it still would be wise. For his safety, too.
I will let you know that, at least as far as I'm concerned, I view everyone with a degree of caution and suspicion.
Everyone has their own movements, so to speak.
Yes. It'd be foolish not to. It's impossible to. Not impossible. It is not the easiest thing to gaze into someone's mind. Get a sort of sense of their thoughts, intentions. Often you only have words to go on, and yes, they can be deceptive. But enough practice, you can also tell when they come from the heart. Not saying I have that practice.
What all of us do.
Yes. What will we do? Personally, I think he should be kept around. Look at it this way, dear. I know you find his presence distasteful. You do not trust him. But wouldn't you sooner have them around than not? If they truly did wish the princess, and were kept unchecked, what if you knew nothing of what they were doing, what they were up to? And their being here, if anything, could greatly inconvenience them. They wanted to put together an army and stamp us out. That would be a simple thing. But they clearly don't. So if you mistrust him, so just keep an eye on him. But keep in mind that it's better to be able to keep an eye on him than not. Also, try not to be so hostile towards him.
It's a good way to make an enemy.
If I am the one targeted, then you will be left safe. Is that not a better outcome? If he truly is a betrayer?
Not sure.
Perhaps too soon to judge.
Speaking of, with your magics, will you have any way to make sure that they are not affected again?
Potentially. I would have to look into various means to benefit such. You know the same can be done to mortals, yeah?
People have tried.
Oh, it
Doesn't
can be
work all the
done.
time.
And succeeded. It's not a pleasant thing. That's for certain.
But Reginald,
Well then. There are thousands of books about necromancy around here. I'm certain you can find ways to shield them. You are the mage.
Not too keen on dabbling into such.
but there are methods. Sever
Speaking
connection
of
to gates
which,
and similar.
doesn't it hurt whenever you constantly go into proof of feather?
It does not.
Interesting.
Can you turn into a giant bird?
No, I do not. Simply step between places.
Damn. You should learn how to turn into a giant bird. Then we wouldn't have to constantly crawl around.
I'm not sure I exactly fancy the thought of being someone's mode of transit.
There's also other
Fair
more
point.
elegant ways.
If you do not mind stepping through the void.
But
Places in between. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
This is fine, thank you.
Exactly. So most will say. But what exactly may be into it?
magic.
To the uninitiated.
So you don't know how to just magic yourself into a bird.
Why are you so obsessed with this idea?
I did it once. Can't remember. Mine's a bit
So
jumbled.
we had to cross a dank, lanky little rope. Wouldn't
Yeah,
it be
yeah.
easier for us to get places easier?
I can look into a solution, but it would take time to study, and also not being in miserable places.
Pretty certain the entire
we
world
crossed
is
the
that right
chain
now.
once. Surely it wouldn't be as bad the second time.
Let's consider this. To transfigure yourself into a giant bird, correct me if I'm wrong, because I've looked at magic since I was born. You would not only need to gain mass, but also completely change your shape. How the hell would you even be conscious from the pain of all of that?
It would be awful.
And then we'd have an unconscious giant bird. You know, to say you'd
Quite
come back.
possibly. You know, if it's terrible enough. Or, let's say one caught an arrow while mid-flight, or ferrying everyone across. What then? Spell drops, you'll fall into the lava and die. There's a lot of terrible outcomes. Granted, it's not as bad as magic in general, but yes. I'm not exactly that sort of bitch. Yes, I'm the focus more on transportation and this kind of changes.
Not on because that rope was plenty easy for me.
See, exactly.
I don't
fair,
want
there
to
are-
put the lich on it again, nor do I want to put myself on that again.
Understand.
Well, I won't be able to have in this instance, but maybe in the future. Might be able to find means to get some across in situations such as that.
We need more ways to get past these things. That is all.
Yes, of course.
But at least we have a way down. That was well established earlier.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Hmm. You just... I'm trying to still understand your weird magic.
Don't. It's not working.
Got it.
You're better off.
I'm gonna go check on them.
Perhaps they're getting at themselves a little less going on these days.
Likely so. It's entirely possible.
Recently glad there's some
That's sympathetic.
laughable to think that's all this esoteric being who's brought ruin to the world, taken the lives and wives of many other men, I can only assume. That's all his goal is.
You might underestimate how strong attachment can be. The things it causes us to do. The risks that we take.
I think I understand.
Although, also dealing with someone who's completely separated from all norms. Selfish to the last.
So as I get one tear the world asunder for the things you've lost, but to determine execute it.
Yes.
Especially something so human.
Imagine it at no point had any doubts either. Without that, you seem very convinced.
Which I hate to say, I feel like we could likely trust him. We have weird people in my party, whether he's pretending or not. He's strong. This whole journey is filled with blind trust anyway, once more. Good luck on this one.
I mean, all things considered, why had a rather good test of that anyhow? This evening and day, what timing? Not a yes.
Be easy to the time before we get out. Doesn't matter if they do.
Yeah.
Just taking their sweet time and trying to take us out.
It's likely no simple task.
Imagine so. Still. Get to the point where I just crawl up with them.
I'm not too eager to go take all the stairs again. Don't grab to me.
I'll just throw myself through the lava instead.
Just a big stuff.
That does be a journey.
That's a bit of exhaustion. You don't know.
It wouldn't be too hard for me to get out, but can't imagine how good Let's King friends can have a great time if they have to come back and live again.
True.
It is easier going down than up.
Well, we had some generation doing. When we have a moment, I really want to think about how we handle ourselves in the journey. We really did luck out today. Quite literally jumped in a hole to fight a necromancer.
We did.
There was infinitely better things we could have thought of before coming down here, instead of just rushing headlong in. It's nothing short of a miracle that none of us died.
My view is very much that in this trial that we underwent, the very fact that we were forced to put blades at each other was actually a good thing. Unfortunate, but a good thing.
Helps work out some of those tensions.
Or at least maybe dispel distrust to a degree. We were put in such a position, but none of us slew the other. Mortal and undead, having to fight each other. Not exactly the closest of allies traditionally.
Yet we were not. It's not his way of looking at things in a bright spot.
Yes. All of us believed. All of us tried. It was a test. And we passed.
A few times now.
It's reassuring. Makes me glad.
Necromancer.
Undead things are on ruins you try to stay the night at.
Right.
Disconcerting.
We have a few tales before this party expanded. It's quite a hell of a time.
I'm sure.
Fucked up place. Wouldn't recommend it.
Imagine.
stories of anyone else of how you all wandered together in the desert to find dwarves' place of hiding? What's motivated you to go on such, frankly, a suicidal journey? Oh, invitation, you didn't want to speak.
This is the first time I'm hearing about a desert. Definitely not around here.
Honestly, it's probably just luck that we ran into each other at all.
Some might call it fate, considering the origin of our party. But you don't look at it that way, I understand.
Makes it sound more magical when you say it that way. Special.
Some it might help to call it a magical, fateful journey. Others it probably sounds stupid.
I don't think it sounds stupid.
I used to pick up the stars as something magical. Not a far-fetched thing.
Personally, I'm something of a fan of prophecy and such things like that. It's like, oh, destined to come together. Sure, it makes it feel a bit more, well, it's just confidence boost.
Speak more than twice they have.
Maybe they like to
I
keep
suppose
us
we'll-
in suspense, perhaps.
Right. For those who may concern, if you haven't heard the origin of this group, best to say it now. We're all brought here by a descended one. Don't exactly know the nature of them, but they gave us all a collective dream, told us we were the only ones who stood a chance of possibly saving this fated dominion, and then brought us all to Pralo. From there, it's just been a, well, frankly, half-assed track of such a journey. Still figuring out how to even do what they want of us. Yet somehow we've made progress. I suppose we have managed to slay a paladin. Never met that. Hundreds of others did that much. Oh, Prince over there says we're doing the best so far of anybody.
Must be doing something right then.
So,
Suppose they were rather merry.
I forget if they ever mentioned in the dream. Did they ever say we're some sort of chosen ones, or we're really all that's left?
it's a bit of both. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it came off to me more like you're all we have to pick from, rather than you are fated to be the one that guard us. Makes sense.
I just don't remember. I assumed that was the case. So long now. I'm more concerned about actually seeing the Dark Lord in person than the rest of it was a bit hazy.
Certainly this is late, huh? Honestly, I wonder what the wizard is doing.
Listen,
Lucille, when he came here, he had two other assailants. Ren met the Dragon King, the smith, and another. A wizard who managed to actually cast the spell to bring them forward to this moment. Maybe it's only through him that we actually managed to get this far. His magic was comparable to God.
I'm sure the Dark Lord
I
has.
have hearty around like the minuscule size we could jump in together.
I say,
He's capable of dropping meteors on his face. Fire smells I've never seen before, and some of the best healing amongst the party.
Obviously, with extreme
Only-
backlash though.
Yes.
The Dark Lord deems it so. We'll find a way around it.
there are certainly ways around. Let's shove it on.
Paladin. I've learned anything from that fight. If you fight anyone that serve them for the Dark Lord, make sure to keep looking up every now and again. Those bastards love to suck the shit out of the sky and crush them.
Good to know.
I've yet to hear from it. I'm sure it's fine. I'll let my people in charge that.
Come on, you're a Superfoot. I'm not gonna want you with anything useful.
Alright, heavy question. I needed honest answers.
So,
Say we do this. We win. We beat the Dark Lord. Any of you intending to steal some shit from him? His throne? Any power?
no point. No.
Not interested.
It's disappointing. Not the stealing, just this scenario.
Killing him? Be disappointed in the idea of finally putting him dead?
No. You do realize your people you've gathered out, has been heard around. You are a hope to the people. They were grasping at straws.
Faith in us. I've got no interest in becoming another Dark Lord if that's your concern. Seems like a lot of work.
Use that faith and become empowered by it. Then you are finally strong. People will
I don't know.
listen once they start realizing it.
Kind of built a career out of people fearing me. The more scared they are that I show up, the easier my job is.
Alright. Let's put it out there then, and for curiosity. Let's say you do succeed. We all succeed. Vanquishing Dark Lord. And standing about afterwards. What exactly do you envision for yourself?
I grab a certain something of his, and no one ever sees me again.
Certain something.
We always expected better.
Depends if I'm feeling nice.
Come on, after all we've been through, ever seen? Well, I suppose you do
Knows?
realize you're not.
If it goes well, maybe she'll convince me otherwise. She might want to see you
Your
at least.
people really should stop saying if, it's when.
positivity and thought. So.
I've been told that you are the last chance.
It is good to be hopeful, but there's only so much you can do before it starts to sound like childish blinking. The very fact we're still standing,
Exactly.
traveling, attempting to kill the man, I think is probably good faith enough. Simply just because we're all efficient.
Well, you know what, John? Drop it all on the table. The thing I want from the Dark Lord is his soul. I take his soul, and I'm gone. If you want to see me, sure, you can come see me. If you never want to see me again, all the better.
What are you planning with it? To go in the book?
Yeah.
What have you?
It's wrong.
Myself? Or him? Thank you.
I know my fingers are fat, but please.
Is there a little large?
I suppose I haven't thought of any sort of post form. With life starting out in this journey. A fun way to meet an end and then But I suppose, should we see the end of all this?
When we.
I think it'd be nice to continue this. This whole journey is sort of, I guess, been what I've done. As stupid as it all might be, it has given me a sense of purpose again. I don't think I'd like to stop doing it. After the Dark Lord, I'll just find another target. Maybe somewhere else that wouldn't have to stick with it. But anything before that is fine.
If you drop those morals of yours, you come join me. Work at my people.
I don't know. I guess the money would be nice.
Trying to make them do
Right,
things for
I'm
good
joking.
as well. Not just taking every single target on they can. But you would still be killing people in cold blood. Usually the morally
Not
corrupt
good as
is
I
kind of the
can.
idea.
What have you made us?
At the bottom of the boundaries. It's one of the worst way to kill me, really.
Have a goal.
Yes, I suppose so. After all, it wouldn't be him. But I
After it all.
can't quite begin until the plate is cleared, so to say. I'll have to get rid of Dark Lord. Then maybe things can be done. What would I like, however? I think maybe peace. For myself, for others. suppose there's always a choice, isn't there? At least in some measure. Some outcome, so. Yes.
At least we managed to find a third option, or at least some none.
Seems useful.
Well, then let's toss it right back. What have you done? Dark Lord Vanquish, what do you do with yourself?
The end of Rothwell.
What is it?
That place destroyed in turn of the Dark Lord.
And when all the destruction is done,
I may finally die.
I see. Well, I certainly hope you find peace in your doing so.
The world needs a new era and peace. It does not need what happened with the Dark Lord, nor what stands it. Low points and high points. We'll be reaching our high points soon enough.
Soon enough.
This is our low point, right? So we'll be reaching a high point soon enough.
I suppose we look at it as a high point. You lowered the fighting, you made it out.
CQ, don't tell on me.
Prices were paid, yes. Suffering, of course, was paid. Doubts and aches and pains and other things, but it's not that bad. All things considered. We're still not. Our friends aren't bound to say.
Unironically, I am probably gonna end because this was only supposed to be like 2 hours. It's been 2.5.
And we're closer to that tree lady. Closer to the goal.
Alright.
We have yet to speak about who is going to take on whatever that is. That's
We don't know.
power that they give.
We should deal with it when we get there. Doubt it's going to be an easy thing. Power comes with a price. Usually terrible prices.
Your is pretty
yes, she could be.
the essence of nature. To do with the best. Have you seen
not able to enchant another dagger of sorts?
I could, but I need the cost of it. The last one I used was anyone has two limbs they'd want to give up or something, then sure, I can do the second.
No, you can go yourself on that one.
Fair enough. I'd be more worried if anything was wrong.
I feel like the prince with the flower, the little king with the flower in his hair would be more willing, which is not a good thing.
Doubtful. You can probably regenerate those given enough time, but if you do that as part of an enchantment, then they won't come back afterwards. It takes the essence of your soul, the passion in the veins that connects the real based means to make the enchantment. There's no way of achieving this.
We've yet to see if that king can or cannot so. Just don't give up. Don't give the offer to him. Alright. I'm gonna go and try and cross a fucking bridge of steel rope.
Sounds delightful.
Try the water to cover.
I'm just heading back up. The more we wait on this, the more we're going to
I would ask you
destroy
three,
ourselves.
out of curiosity, what your aims were at the end of all things. But I don't wish to interrupt any somberly chosen silence while we all prattle on.
You're not the Darkling in anything. We're the ones who came here first. Well, to you, I suppose.
You kill nobles, right?
That's a conversation starter.
Let conversation start as it needs.
Yes,
Well, this is
and
done.
you kill nobles.
I have a few people you might want to try your hand at.
I want to murder some nobles. Right.
I have a location to their very treasury.
Hello there, killer
Nice.
on the list of unlikables.
This is gone. This is no longer after. This is the first straight to business transaction.
Good luck trying to get past the rope. Or chain rope thing.
Ever been to Iceland?
I
We
can
actually went there.
Oh,
On this journey initially. This group has.
Plenty of nobles there. Plenty of other vampires too.
Well, we didn't exactly venture into the main city. Couldn't really get into the insects of the country. And as you can imagine, pretty much everywhere. But the main centrifuge was, well, literally, a paladin lived over the kingdom. And the first towns we wandered into were all literally former cities. It was very hard to find the courtesy of those living there, considering they were all based on water. That seems to be the way that most places are heading anyways. You're not in the main subjugated city of a given country.
morphine. Hope you're doing good.
That's quite alright.
Not used to other people's diamonds.
I think I'm gonna go back to spawn.
To be honest, I spend most of my time trying to enjoy the coffee, talking to my seniors, long days and nights of it. It's a pleasure to be able to talk to someone who actually talks back.
Good many years.
Oh. Oh yeah, my stream.
So are you like a Tanuki beach troll? Like it's hard to I'm a tiger.
Exactly. That's the point.
I'm so sleepy.
I was
I'm gonna go.
you were like
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
okay,
Though.
the problem here is like tiger, lioness, or Tanuki.
For wardens, I'm losing it. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go. I'm so tired. Good night. Good night. See you guys tomorrow. 7 p.m. EST wardens. Yeah. Goodbye. Yes. I will get good rest.